Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Not too often I like to hear light-skinned people speak, so let that man go.
Yeah, shut up. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page.
I'm highly impressed. I know we're going to talk about it during Jess With The Mess, but I'm highly impressed.
We'll take some phone calls as well.
Highly impressed.
All right, well, today is April 15th, so it is tax day. Your taxes are due by 11:59 p.m.
Jesus.
All right, now, taxpayers in Massachusetts and Maine have until April 17th to pay taxes because of Patriots Day. And they're saying if your business was affected by what's going on in Israel, you might be given an extension as well. But everybody else, you better have your taxes in by tonight at 11:59 p.m. Now, Iran launched drone strikes at Israel. Now, they said about 350 drones were sent to Israel, but they said 99% of them were actually stopped.
President Biden speaking on the phone with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the heels of Iran's significant attacks against Israel Saturday night. The president told the Israeli Prime Minister that he should consider tonight a win, that the U.S.'s assessment right now is that Iran's attacks had been largely unsuccessful. And the reason that this is the U.S.'s assessment right now, according to this official, is that almost all of the drones and missiles that Iran launched Saturday, including more than 100 ballistic missiles, were successfully knocked out of the sky. And we are told essentially that nothing of value was hit. Again, this is the U.S.'s current assessment of the situation. Importantly, we are also told that the president told the Israeli prime minister that the U.S. will not participate in any offensive operations against Iran.
I mean, that's the best case scenario, right? I mean, from what I read, only one little girl was hurt and it caused minor damage to an Israeli military base. Mm-hmm. And as you just heard, the vast majority of, the arsenal was intercepted by Israel and its allies. Yeah. So let's see if America can keep Israel from escalating things even further with Iran by retaliating. We should be trying to stave off escalation in the Middle East by any means possible.
Yeah, they said those drones, which they said sent around 350, cost anywhere from $2 million to $6 million.
And that's, can you imagine? Can you imagine it's tax day? That's where our tax dollars are going, people. Okay. All right. Well, but in that case, the tax dollars went to the defense.
Right. Because 99% of them were shot down, which is crazy.
Yes.
All right. Now, Donald Trump, he's going to be the first, the first president to be charged with a felony, and his trial starts today.
Donald Trump will become the first former president ever to stand for a criminal trial. He is not impressed with the case.
I haven't seen one legal scholar that said this is a case. And in fact, even you people said, oh, gee, that's too bad. This is the first one. All of them are scams.
And by all of them, he means all of the many criminal cases he faces around the country. 34 criminal counts in Manhattan, revolving around the hush money payments to an adult film star, lying about it on various federal forms, and the star witness, Trump's one-time fixer and lawyer, Michael Cohen. A pool of hundreds of potential jurors will be asked a series of 42 questions like, have you ever attended a rally for Donald Trump? Or do you follow him on social media? And do you have strong feelings about how he has been treated?
It's impossible. It is going to be impossible to have a jury that has not followed any of these cases. He was the former president of the United States of America. Before that, he was a freaking celebrity in the 80s.
That's right.
He was the executive producer of Celebrity Apprentice. Everybody and their mama knows about this situation. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, there's no way that nobody's gonna ever hear or follow or see Donald Trump. It's not possible.
And they probably voted for him or voted against him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
What are we talking about here?
There's no possible way.
It's impossible.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Let us know how your weekend was, what you did over the weekend, whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Just want to start off saying salute to the Knicks. They secured the number 2 seed in the playoffs. I would have loved to face the Pacers all over the 76ers Miami Heat, though. But
it's also
salute to
amazing,
the
too, to
Knicks.
watch all of the people who jumped ship to the Nets a few years ago. You know, because Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and James Harden and all of them was over there.
That's been over a long time
They was
ago.
all rooting for Brooklyn, but now they just sneaking back over to the Knicks.
That's been over a long time
Rob
ago.
Markman, I'm talking to you.
Damn it, man.
Envy, I think I'm talking to you, too.
Definitely not talking to me. Always been a Knicks fan.
Yeah, right.
I go to the Nets games. I support the Nets. I'm a New Yorker,
With
but I'm a
Nets
Knicks
gear
fan.
on.
So what?
Exactly. You can't say you're a Knicks fan if you've ever worn Nets gear. That's disgusting.
My little nephew plays for them. That's why.
Well, I wouldn't even wear his jersey.
My
Not
nephew
as a
plays
Knicks fan.
for the Nets.
I wouldn't even
That's
wear
why.
a pin.
All right. Well, let's talk about this mass shooting in Chicago leaves one child dead.
Balloons now sit near the front yard of a home where Ariana Molina should still be playing in tonight. Instead, her father is mourning the loss of his 9-year-old daughter, who died in a shooting Saturday night that injured 10 other relatives near 52nd and Damon.
They had some big assault rifles, I guess, because it was too many shots they shot. They shot my daughter in the head, my wife in the back, me in my leg, my 2 nephews, and a couple more family members.
Jose Molina says his family was hosting a party to celebrate his sister's confirmation. Just as they were getting ready to cut the cake, Chicago police say 2 shooters fired off 18 rounds at the group. Police say the shooting appears to be gang-related, but Molina strongly refuted that today.
At first, I thought it was fireworks, man, but when I saw my daughter laying down on the floor with a bullet in the head, I realized it wasn't fireworks. I tried helping her, but it was too late.
It's hard to tell people that crime is dropping all over America when you hear stories like that every day. How you gonna ever convince that family or people in that neighborhood that America is safer, as y'all have been saying?
Right? Absolutely right.
The hell?
Here's some other news. Now, a man was arrested after punching a 9-year-old in the face. Now, this guy was arrested a week before for punching a woman in the face.
And that was in New York, right?
In New York,
The
yeah.
safest city in America?
Yeah, right.
Safest big city in America?
Now to a developing story. Police have arrested a man accused of randomly assaulting a 9-year-old girl. Investigators say without warning, 30-year-old Giancarlo Zarzuela ran up and punched the child around noon today inside busy Grand Central Terminal. The 9-year-old girl was taken to the hospital for treatment, and we're told she will be okay.
Yeah, like I said, he was arrested a week earlier for punching a woman in the face. He was, they gave him $2,500 bond, and then the judge came back and said, no, we're going to take the bond off, and then he was released, and then a couple days later punched a 9-year-old in the face in the same place.
And this is not the same guy who was punching the women, is it?
No.
Saboki, no.
Once again, how you going to tell people that America is safe, right? And America is safer when things like this are happening all the time, when we hear these stories every single day. And a lot of times it's by the same people. You said this guy just did this, what, a week ago?
He said he did it to an elderly woman earlier this month.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. Came out and did the same exact thing. No bail, no bond. He just came in, took a picture, and went right back out on the streets.
To a kid.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, that is front page news.
Now, you want to talk about cosmetic surgery? Because it hurt your heart a little bit this weekend when you heard Rick Ross shaming Drake for the alleged cosmetic surgery that he had, because, you know, you and Drake both, well, I don't know if Drake had a nose job, but you definitely had a nose job.
I did not have a nose job, sir.
Yes, you did.
No, I
Is
did
that
not.
why you were saying you felt bad for Drake? You
No,
felt sorry because they trying to come for his nose?
Yeah.
Well, I said I feel bad because it's 20 people jumping him at
I
once,
know,
but
I know.
it had nothing to do with it. I didn't have nose surgery
What
first
is
and
the TikTok
foremost.
trend? You said 20 cosmetologists coming at one person to do
No,
a surgery?
I didn't. I said
What?
20v1 when you shut it down. Castanet does it all the time. 20 women versus one guy. And a guy got to pick a woman.
Well, that's why guys are getting cosmetic surgery. Because if it's that many women out here that they got to impress, they got to get cosmetic surgery to do it. Envy, when you got your nose job
I did not
last
get a
year,
nose job last year.
What'd you do then?
I had the polyps removed out of my nose because I was snoring heavily.
So the doctors put you under.
And
did some
removed the
work on your
polyps
nose.
from my nose,
Okay.
inside the nose. My nose
How's
wasn't
he-
cut,
First
it
of all,
wasn't
let's just
shaved,
say-
and it wasn't trimmed.
For the record, if he did get a nose job, he got to go back. Because no, that is not.
You
it's
look
not-
pregnant?
I'm not saying
Took me
no.
a drink. Took me a drink. Me?
Yes, you.
Wait.
Because I can tell you didn't get a nose job. That's not. It
Oh,
would be
thank
like
you.
no.
I don't know if that's a
no,
compliment
no.
or not. Like,
It is. It is.
is. Okay, I'll take it.
No, because
All
when
right.
you get a nose job, you're getting it to be slimmer and more narrow, and that's not what it's giving. That's how I know you black. Yes, your nose.
So I don't
Great.
understand the shame around men, doing little things to make themselves look better and feel better. Like, there's a lot of shaming of the hairlines going on now. People going out there to Turkey and they're going to Boston and they're going to Miami to get their hairline done, and people shaming them for it. Why?
They're talking about Akon and his.
Akon looks ridiculous. He needs to be
I
shamed.
was right now. I was
Don't use
saying,
him as
when it looked crazy, okay.
Yes.
Like, no.
Nori, they said Nori got a hairline.
Nori always had a hairline, though. Nori just always had a low Caesar.
He dyed it and let it grow.
He using that Rewind
It's too
10.
dark.
He using Fat Joe's Rewind 10. That's what that is.
You got to go to a dark brown, Nori. You black. You got to go dark brown on the hair. Make it a little more natural.
Akon's look like a hat.
It does.
Jesus Christ.
It kind of look like
cat.
Mitchell and Ness and Starter made his.
Yeah,
Like it should be removed.
So what is the question? 800-585-1051.
Should men be shamed for getting little nip tucks and little plastic surgeries here and there? I don't see the issue.
Let's just say cosmetic surgery. Not little nip tucks. Like, don't specify. Just say, should guys be ashamed to get cosmetic surgery?
Women get weaves.
Right.
Women get surgery.
Right.
Weave ain't
Women
surgery,
get nose
though.
jobs.
Surgeries, yeah, we did.
Women get
Women get edge restoration. That's all the hairline is edge restoration.
Yeah, you can get that.
Edge restoration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been so mad, because, baby, I'm over here struggling. I got pregnant so I can grow some hair. Whatever happened to that? They be like, oh, your hair, your nails grow. Okay, what you doing, little baby?
Only to lose the hair once you had a baby.
Yeah.
Well, let's discuss 800-585-1051 because, like you said, women, they don't do the same for women. Women get nails, women get eyelashes, women get boob jobs, women get BBLs.
Change their eye color.
Change their eye
ab
color.
sculpting. Everything.
Charlamagne got his eyebrows done. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Where he got something done.
800-585-1051. That's a damn lie. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. What is it? Thank you. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.